Hi, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well and keeping safe. So in today's video, I wanted to come and talk to you about the 5 money saving habits that I have adopted during lockdown that have completely transformed my life, and I am going to continue using them after lockdown. So I wanted to share them with you because I've learned that actually it is possible to live on one income and to live below my means, and I am super excited that I couldn't help but share them. So if you're interested in that type of video, please make sure to hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, hi, I'm Yvonne. I'm a mum and I do everything around motherhood and lifestyle, and that's encompassing everything in life. So if that's the type of content that you would like on a regular basis, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every time a new video goes live. Now, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video, right? So I recognize that this video is really helpful, not just for myself, because these are the things that I genuinely have implemented in my life and have made such a huge difference to me. And I'm hoping if you've watched my house deposit video where I talk about how I am saving money for my forever house, you will see that actually I'm trying as hard as I can to save as much money as possible. And I've implemented a couple of things in my lifestyle and in the way that I treat money, especially during lockdown, that I've seen a huge difference. Now, I recognize that a lot of people who've lost their jobs or have gone from 2 incomes to 1 income, and I'm hoping that this video will support you. Or if you're a single parent like myself and you just want to know ways you can save money, then I hope this video will be really helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments below if you find it useful, or if there are other tips that you would recommend that we follow to help us with money saving opportunities. Okay, the first thing that I have implemented is I have a total spend budget. And what I mean by that is every month after I get paid, I go through all my commitments and bills that need to get paid. I deduct them from how much I get paid from my employer, and then what's left I save as much as I can of that, and then the rest I have a total spend budget. And by that I mean I basically try and budget every single penny that I have left. So that includes all our outings, that includes all the groceries, that includes any miscellaneous spend that I might have. So for example, I'm at a set amount of money aside just to treat myself, and I know for this month I have X amount of money to treat myself on whatever it is that I want. If I want to take my son out for certain activities, then I know I put aside a certain amount of money that we are going to spend on several activities. So I know that exactly how much I'm going to spend on everything else other than my savings and my bills. I basically budget everything out. So I do that. And then alongside with that, I also dedicate a no spend day. So I always try to make sure that once a week I have a day where I spend absolutely nothing, and that will mean that everything that I need for the day is already covered, and I don't necessarily need to go out and spend any more money. And I really like to have it as a day of rest. I think it's really important for the soul and the mind that you have one day where you rest. You don't think about work, you don't think about anything, you just rest and relax, and that means financial rest as well. So I have a day where I literally do absolutely nothing in terms of spending. I'm not allowed to spend, I'm not allowed to purchase anything, and it just works out perfectly. In fact, my debit card just stays in my bag and I don't even look in my bag at all on that day. So, and I think that has really made a difference in the way that I have been able to save money and not just spend whatever it is that I have. And one thing that I've absolutely loved doing during lockdown, and I found has actually saved me a lot, is meal planning and grocery shopping with the list. Now, I never used to be somebody who was for meal planning. I think in just the days pre-lockdown, you were so busy like traveling to work, traveling back, picking up the kids, coming back, sorting them out, that I didn't really have a chance to sit down and just meal plan. But now, because my office is in my house, it just makes things a little bit easier. So I am a super advocate for meal planning. If you haven't checked out my meal planning video, I will link it in the description below, and you can have a look at exactly how I go about meal planning. And through meal planning, I can come up with a grocery list or a food shop list that helps me determine exactly what it is that we need for the week, and that I don't actually end up just buying things at the whim in the supermarket and of course racking up a huge bill. So those are things that I found have really helped, and I'm hoping that I will continue the meal planning even after lockdown has been eased and things go back to the way they used to be, well, as much as they can, right? And on the line of meal prepping and grocery shopping is I have a shopping rule, and it particularly focuses on grocery shopping. I have a fortnightly grocery shopping rule. So I tend to, for the most part, try and do grocery shopping fortnightly and cover all my meals for 14 days, including all the snacks that we need, including all the fruit and vegetable that we need. And the reason why it's fortnightly rather than monthly is because I don't think I can purchase as much fresh fruit and vegetables for the entire month, but I found that I can actually stretch it out for 2 weeks. So I'm not allowed to shop for groceries other than every 2 weeks. I try my best. Sometimes I do slip, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do slip in and out of that, but it does work out. So that's another rule that I've implemented that I'm definitely gonna carry on after lockdown for sure. And I found that it has saved me an incredible amount of money just by being more prepared and more forward thinking and planning my meals and planning our shopping and so forth. So I would highly recommend having a shopping rule. I also try and make sure that I have a home day at least once every fortnight. And by that I mean a day where you have to stay at home. Now, this is slightly different from a no spend day because you can have a no spend day and you can go out, you can go for a picnic, you can go out to the parks, you can go for a walk, you can do a lot of things that necessarily you wouldn't be able to do if you're just having a stay at home day. And the reason why I like the idea of having a stay at home day is because actually we spend so much money on our homes and making sure we furbish them, we have the things that we like. And now in hindsight, when I look at it, I didn't really get the chance to enjoy being at home as much as I have done during lockdown. So I think going forward, I'm gonna have a stay at home day where I just pamper myself with what I have. I just do what it is that I like to do. And if it's just sitting down and just watching TV, how many of us have spent so much money on a TV and hardly ever switch it on, right? So I've started to make sure that I enjoy everything that we have in store. I can start reading the books that I've purchased. I can start just enjoying. Like, I have found in my decluttering, and this is an honest confession, I have found in my decluttering the amount of spa stuff that I have bought. So having a stay at home day means that I can just stay at home and I can do everything that I need to do at home without necessarily going out. It's a little bit harder when it's like a beautiful day outside, but it does make a difference, and I find that it's helped me connect with myself a little bit more. It's helped me connect with my son a little bit more because we have to play with his toys and stuff. So I have found that has helped. And of course, because I'm not outside, I'm less likely to spend. So, I mean, you could do your no spend day with your stay at home day as well. So you could just do it that way. But I found that every change in habit can make a difference in how much you are saving. I know I said 5 tips, but this is my bonus tip. And the bonus tip is actually I have started checking my bank account regularly. And when I mean regularly, I'm talking about 2 or 3 times a week, just to make sure there's nothing irregular coming out, so that I can pick up on it a lot quicker. And for example, if it's a subscription that I've had that I didn't know about, I cancel it straight away, just to make sure I'm keeping up to date with my finances. So I've been doing that on a regular basis, and it doesn't mean just like sitting there for a long time going through it, but just being aware this is exactly how much is corresponding to your budget and everything matches up. So I have been doing that, and I found that actually if I'm consciously aware of how much I have in my account or how much I'm spending, and I'm constantly looking at my bank account, I'm less likely to spend, because at the end of the day, I have a financial goal of, you know, for example, I've got an emergency fund to set up, I've got my savings for my house to set up. So I'm always trying to find ways to buffer up my deposit for my house, and these are just ways that I think will get me there a lot quicker. Please let me know in the comments below if you have found any of this useful or you will be implementing anything else. Also, let me know if there's anything that you've been doing during lockdown that you think you will carry on after lockdown and that you think could help each other out. Remember, we are a community. We are here to help each other out and to support each other. Until the next video, thank you so much for all your support, and I genuinely mean that. Take care. Until the next video. Bye.